Right now at 6, the world is watching the clock and hoping for a miracle. The search continues for the 5 missing people in the depths of the North Atlantic. Ahead, we learn when their oxygen could run out.
And 1 year since Roe v. Wade was overturned this morning, its impact here in Connecticut and across the country.
And it is day 2 at TPC River Highlands. We're meeting the champions in Cromwell as our team coverage for the Travelers Championship continues. All that and more starting right now.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. We're glad you're starting yours off with us, America Arias.
And I'm Keith McGilvery. Our friend Tim Lammers out at TPC River Highlands. We will check in with him in just a moment. We do want to get you caught up in the forecast on a Thursday morning. Meteorologist Sam Samperi doing double duty for us today. Sam, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Keith and Erica, and good morning to everyone. Happy summer, day 2, actually this first full day. But regardless, we have some clouds and sun. Stepped outside the studio in Hartford. It feels nice out there, a little bit of sunshine. So points north of Hartford, sunny. Southern Connecticut, cloudy, even a couple light sprinkles down in southwestern Connecticut. But the rain is having a hard time moving north because we have high pressure just to our north and east. So I am still expecting some showers, but maybe not as widespread as we initially thought. We are cool and comfy in the 50s. You got that north to northeast wind, very cool breeze right along the immediate shoreline. So let's put this into motion to show you a lot of clouds around. Not much in the way of shower activity till we get later on this afternoon into this evening. And that will continue to be the case right through the next few days. The only difference is we're going to start to get more humid as time goes on across the area. You notice tomorrow we actually warm up, and we might even have a thunderstorm as we start to turn warmer and more humid. But before that happens, high temperatures today averaging in the mid to upper 60s, where you have a little bit more sunshine. I wouldn't be too surprised. Winds or locks get up into the low 70s before the clouds thicken up, and we get a couple of showers. Sundown this evening at 8:30. Coming up, I will detail Friday Travelers Weekend forecast, and also we'll look ahead into next week. Now over to traffic with Lauren. How are we doing this early morning?
As of right now, Sam, not too bad, but we do still have that closure over in Newtown. Let's bring it out into that area right now. We do know that Route 25 is closed because of a 2-car crash that happened several hours ago. It is blocked from Pepper Street to Bear Hills Road. At this time, we don't have an extent of the injuries involved, if any, but as of right now, the road is completely shut down in both directions, so be mindful of that. Taking a live look out in the capital city, 91, 84, Route 2, all looking great this morning. Very light volume here in Hartford. New Haven drive time, same thing following suit on 91 over to 95. And as we bring things out to the Travelers Championship, we'll be talking everything that you need to know in terms of parking and the best way to get there. But as of right now, 91 in the area, the Silestein Highway, Route 3 and Route 9 are all looking clear. We'll check back in on the roads coming up in the next half hour. Keith and Erica, back over to you.
Lauren, thanks so much. Well, this morning, a submersible carrying 5 people is still lost in the deep of the Atlantic Ocean. People around the world are watching and waiting for any signs of hope.
But we are learning that the clock very much ticking here. The U.S. Coast Guard says the sub may only have until 7 o'clock this morning until oxygen runs out. Crews from Canada, the U.K. and France are all working to help find the sub. Yesterday, it was reported that a banging sound was detected in the area. Experts here in Hartford say it's hard to pinpoint what's actually making that sound and where it's coming from. Meanwhile, if the sub is still intact, what does that mean for the people on board? Dr. Kevin O'Toole from Hartford Hospital, who specializes in toxicology, details how being in that type of environment could affect the body.
If we were in an environment where we were losing oxygen, our own body would recognize that and you try to compensate for that. Your own body will make you try to breathe faster, you will breathe deeper, you will breathe more frequently.
Again, it is very much a race against time this morning. We are mindful that we could see updates from investigators and rescue efforts, and as we see them, we will bring that information to you right here on Connecticut's news station.
It's been 1 year since the Supreme Court ruling that overturned Roe v. Wade, putting abortion access in control of each state's individual decision.
Fox 61's Brooke Griffin live in Hartford this morning with a look at how the ruling impacted folks here in Connecticut and the rest of the country. Brooke, good morning.
Good morning to you both. 21 states now have a complete or partial abortion ban within their state. That's against those procedures. But Connecticut is actually not one of them. We have some of the strictest protections whenever it comes to abortion laws here in Connecticut. The ruling that gave states the power to control their own individual abortion rights sent shockwaves through the country 1 year ago today, sparking protests from abortion supporters and celebration from those who do not support the procedure. Connecticut's laws did not change. Abortion has been protected by law since 1990, and as of last year, Lamont extended those protections. Last year, a law was passed to protect any doctors who perform an abortion on patients who travel from out of state. Those protections extend to the patients as well. But in 21 other states, abortion procedures quickly became banned either completely or partially. Some people are fearful of not receiving the care that they want or need, while others are taking the ruling as a win.
Guarantee it's going to stay the law of the state of Connecticut right here. That's something you can count upon.
Every unborn child should be protected in law and welcomed in life. The central issue for 49 years has been, is the unborn child a member of our own species? Is she a human being? And if she is, then she deserves the same protection that you and I do.
But as far as today goes, Connecticut Attorney General William Tong is planning on holding a panel with both state and local leaders and advocates of the abortion procedures. They say that they want to talk about what's gone on in the past year, how this has impacted our country, and they say they also want to talk about what they can do to even further strengthen the laws of protection here in Connecticut. Live in Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, thank you, Brooke. More with you throughout the morning. It is just about 6:07 now. As Connecticut's news station, we're live and local all morning long. You know that we're able to cover big stories in big ways, especially things like travelers. What a week.
Yeah, that's right. We're heading out to Cromwell right now. Fox 61's Tim Lammers is out there checking it all out. Good day so far, Tim. It looks maybe a little coolish.
It is a little on the cooler side. We're seeing more people wearing jeans in addition to fleeces like we're wearing now. A lot of people were just doing the fleeces and shorts yesterday. By no means is it bad, just a little more overcast. When the breeze kicks up, you might get a little chilly, but of course things are going to be getting warmer. Action's going to heat up right off the bat, though. A lot of names and tee times to get you to, especially if you're coming down in the next couple hours. So let's get right to it. First things first, 6:55, Kevin Streelman is teeing off. He had an amazing ring of birdies a few years ago when he won this tournament. Chez Reavie, who won in 2019, he's going off at the first tee at 8:15. And then in the afternoon groups, look at this. Colin Morikawa, Ricky Fowler, who almost won the U.S. Open, they're at 12:30. 10 minutes after that, the defending champion, Scottie Scheffler, with the top two players in the world, Jon Rahm and I'm sorry. I got that all backwards. Yeah, we got Scottie Scheffler, Jon Rahm, and Tony Finau going. Scheffler and Rahm are the number one and two players in the world. Scheffler and Schauffele. We'll get to Schauffele in a second. Sorry, I'm mixing my words. Rory McIlroy, the number 3 player in the world, with Victor Hovland, the number 5 player in the world. They're at 12:50. Here's some others going off the first tee. Jason Day at 1 o'clock. Zach Johnson, 1:10. Stuart Sink, who's won this tournament twice. He's playing with Adam Scott at 1:20. And then another former champ, Russell Knox, at 1:40. Off the 10th tee, you got some power groups in the morning. At 7:15, Patrick Cantlay, the number 4 player in the world, playing with Harris English, the 2021 champion, at 7:15. 10 minutes after them is Keegan Bradley, the Vermont native, big New England guy. He's playing with, there's Xander Schauffele, the defending champion. And they're also with Sahith Theegala, who almost won the tournament last year. And then at 7:35, right after them, the defending U.S. Open champion, the newest star in golf, Wyndham Clark, is playing with Justin Thomas. And of course, when you come out here with the top 6 players in the world, you want to see them do well. You don't want to see them do poorly. That was last week. The U.S. Open's supposed to be the hard tournament. But when you come to TPC River Highlands, you want to see them make a lot of birdies. And some places on the course are better than others when it comes to seeing those birdies happen.
But if you want to see birdies a lot closer to the main gates, you can try the downhill par 3 11th hole, by far the shortest hole on the course, so birdies are more plentiful, and it's usually not too crowded. Even closer to the main gates is the par 4 9th, although with grandstands set up there, that usually is a little more crowded, but it's an exciting risk-reward hole, watching the players try to cut the corner of a sharp dogleg. And don't forget about the risk-reward hole on the course, the short par 4 15th. Players can try to drive a green that's flanked by bunkers and water. So while you'll see a lot of birdies, you'll also see some eagles and some ugly numbers as well. Plus, sitting on 15 or close by on the 17th simply gives you more holes to watch for birdies.
So I would say if you camp on 15, 16, and 17 all play around a lake, right? They play in a big circle. So you could literally stand there on 17 or 15 green area and see 4 holes of golf. You don't get that anywhere. I mean, like nowhere. Another tournament that I've been to where I can just sit here and rotate and watch 4 holes of golf.
That was tournament director Nathan Grube. He is talking about the mounding that makes this course a TPC course. It's designed to have all of you come out, the fans, to be able to watch as much golf as possible without having to move all that much. Now, if you are coming out, let's talk about some of the things you can and cannot bring. Some important notes, right? Things are a bit different here. They're not going to be offering a bag check area here at TPC River Highlands. So backpacks, even clear backpacks, they are prohibited. You can bring in a clear tote bag so long as it's no larger than 12 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches. Purses can be 6 by 6 by 6, no larger than that. Medical bags are okay. Diaper bags are okay. Just keep in mind everything's going to be searched before you come inside. Here are the things you definitely cannot bring. Chair bags, coolers, cameras with lenses. If you want to take pictures, keep it on your cell phone. Outside food and drink is not allowed, nor are posters, seat cushions, and noisemakers like whistles and horns. Of course, you don't want to distract the golfers. It is going to be a great day here. We love Pro-Am Wednesday, but nothing beats actual tournament action. We're going to see if some people can get out there and fire really low scores like we saw last week, ironically, at the U.S. Open, which is supposed to be the toughest test in golf. Who knows? Maybe TPC River Highlands will play like a tougher course this week. We'll find out pretty soon, guys. But for now, I'm live here in Cromwell. Let's send it back to you in Hartford.